All right. And welcome to the Cowboy Huddle.
I know I'm on the message.
Here we are. We are here. We going live and look like Chris got something going on in the back seat. So what's up, everybody, man? I hope everybody doing well today, man. I got my TikTok live going on. To you guys out there in TikTok world, welcome to the Cowboy Huddle, where we come together and talk about our Cowboy. And here we are. Look like you got some. Look like
we got Prince in the building.
Dog.
What's up, my man?
We got a Steeler fan in the house. Say, man.
Can I ask our Cowboys one question?
Man, we ain't even got there yet, bro. You gotta wait. You gotta let us do our introduction, and we'll bring you on now. Wait a minute. I didn't mean to hurt his feelings, man.
You just started something. You opened up a can that you shouldn't have ever opened.
Hey, man. Hey, welcome to the Dallas Cowboy Huddle, man, where we come together talk about the Cowboys, man. We want to appreciate and thank everybody for subscribing and being a part of this Cowboy Huddle. And here we are. We getting ready to go. Oh, we got my bad boy, Texas boy. Y'all want to bring old Texas boy in here?
Yeah, man. Yeah, bring him on, bro.
Hey, yeah.
I don't know how to do that shit. I don't know how to do it, man. Yeah.
Shout out to my boy, Texas boy, man. What's up, man?
What's good, man? What's up?
You figured it out, huh?
Shit. What's up, man? I like this.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you, man. You know, just being a part of this group, man. You know, like I said, we just a bunch of fanatics, man, that talk about our Cowboys. This is nothing politically correct. It's nothing that we a lot of structure. We just got our drink in our hand. And we talk what's going on with the Cowboys, man. So, hey, Mondo, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good, brother. You already know, work. But, we got to jump on the Cowboys Huddle. Cowboy fans out there, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of rumors heating up. We got a lot of, if you guys are Cowboy fans, start watching the films because, we're going to have to go into this draft.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
It's a good one.
So Dallas Cowboy Chris, what's going on with you, man? Fill us in. How was your day today?
So, man, it was wonderful until I got invaded, as y'all saw. He has no patience, okay? You just told him you're going to bring him on so he can talk all he wants. I'm literally going to step away and let him sit down and talk. He over there, when can I talk? When can I talk? I was like, bro, this ain't this.
Hey, that's my dude.
It is not the Pittsburgh Steelers Huddle. It's the Dallas Cowboys Huddle. He'll talk as much as, and you asked for this, G. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
I'm warning you, okay? I'm warning you what's going to happen. but like I always say, look, living the life of the 300-pounder, glad to be here, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we got a new guest today, man. Texas boy, 254 in the house. What's going on with you, man?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I've been like, I'm ready for the season to start again, man. Like, we need to do some new shit, man. We need to get rid of Jerry Jones, man.
Okay, we gonna get to all that, man. We gonna let you talk, man.
Man, for real, man.
So Texas boy just said
they need to change up the freaking
as well, but he's already talking about we need to get rid of Jerry Jones.
He's
so
hype.
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen because he the general manager. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen though. He's gonna be there till he dies, man.
Yeah. So hey, man, here we are, man. Our season is over with. We watched the Pro Bowl, which I call the loser bowl because everybody that played in the Pro Bowl were losers. They're all losers. I hate to say it, a bunch of losers. And we had talked about, man, how that Pro Bowl. I think that was one of the worst that we've ever encountered, man. That was
tag football. That's what it was.
Yeah, two-hand touch, man. It really was, man. So. Yeah, man, here we are, man, on What's Up Wednesday, man. We want to get everybody in here. Let's get this thing rolling, man. And we want to say big ups to Ray Creamer. He's up in the house. Let's get his there he is right there. Ray Creamer. All right. So before we get started, Dallas Cowboy Chris, how can we find you on TikTok?
You can find me, man, Dallas Cowboy Chris on TikTok. It's just like you see it right there on the screen, Dallas Cowboy Chris.
All right. Okay. All right. That's what's up. Mondo, give us your TikTok name, my man.
Just the way it is. 21, Armando 21.
okay.
How about the Cowboys, baby?
That's what's up. So you guys can follow these guys on TikTok, man, and these some heavy hitters that I'm working with. So I love them to death. And Texas boy, what is your TikTok name on TikTok?
Is it same right here?
It's Oh, okay, Texas boy.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Yes, Texas sir. Boy. He already followed me on TikTok. So hey, I want to get a lot. If guys, if you're on TikTok, y'all got some questions. Make sure you put some questions in. We'll put you on the huddle right here on our YouTube channel. Now, if you want to be a part of this, and I got to get this out real quick, guys. Let me get this out. This is my first time going live. You can reach us on YouTube. It's called the Cowboys Huddle. You can go on there, and if you want to come live, you just click on the link where we got up there. We'll bring you on live. So we're going to get ready to go get this thing started. So y'all just chime in, whatever you got on your mind, man. We ready to rock and roll. So what y'all think, man? Where we at? It's a little quiet. I mean, everybody got anything that?
Let's start off with the big topic, man. Amari Cooper and DeMarcus Lawrence. Those rumors, they're heating up. It's looking like they want to lean that way. I know we keep saying we can't lose both of them, but from what the management is saying, it's looking like they want to lean that way. I mean, what do you guys think?
Well, first of all, I'm like this. What's up, SC? Bring him up, man. My man was on TikTok earlier. He said he was gonna join in on us. What's up, bro? But look, man, it's like this, man. Rumors are rumors until something happened to me. Okay. Everybody been talking about getting rid of Amari Cooper last year, the year before, and all that. To me, man, he is our best receiver. And people are like, no, CeeDee Lamb is our best receiver. No, CeeDee Lamb is our most talented receiver. Our best receiver on the field is Amari Cooper. Okay, so he runs the best routes. He don't drop the ball, like I said Monday. He don't drop the ball like he did in Oakland. So I don't want to lose him. Tank. Like we said Monday, Tank is the core of the defense. So when you get rid of the core of the defense of your best receiver, it's going to be a problem. Hopefully, both of them will come back.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Texas boy? I can barely hear you. Texas.
Why do you want to let both of them go like that? I mean, the cap space is it's not good. I mean, they got that much cap space to keep up with.
Hold on, Texas. I know you got a lot to say, but for whatever reason, we can barely hear you.
My value That's crazy.
Is it your earpiece?
Earpiece is.
Unplug your earpiece. See if that works.
Can't hear me at all. See?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, okay. I was saying.
Yeah, perfect.
What was I saying? Yeah, we should. I mean, those are the two big pieces right there on Amari Cooper and on DeMarcus Lawrence. How can we keep both of them though? I mean, like, what's the cap space to that? I mean, they can't keep both of them.
You know what?
I mean,
it'll be tough because of the cap space and what they're trying to do is relieve some of that cap so we can get the Gregories, the Keanu Neals, you know. But
okay, yeah, that is true. You need, yeah.
So it'll be tough, but you know, like Chris said, we can't. You know, we are one of our best receivers, if the best receiver on our team, and then the heart, which is Tank. You know, to let them know, that's going to be tough right there.
Well, here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. We're talking about what it like Stephen Jones said. We talked about this earlier that Stephen Jones said that they're going to have to make some tough choices, man, because between the two of these guys, they can save $30 million. So let's just put this down on paper. So you can keep two players for 30 million. Did I say 30,000? I hope 30 million. 30 million. Well, there's some cheap players with 30,000. But no, for 30 million. Oh, okay. I better put that down.
Yeah, put that
down. For 30 million. So what happens is you can keep two players for 30 million, or you can go on this other side and maybe sign Michael Gallup, Cedric Wilson, Randy Gregory, Malik Turner, and these guys. So you can sign 5 or you can keep 2. So it makes sense. But I'm sure that they can. There's something they're going to do to try to make this work to where they have to keep Tank Lawrence along with Randy Gregory. You see, so that's where we are with that, man. So it's going to be hard. I mean, you got to. It's going to be some tough decisions made. So,
see, my thing is like, so if they do that, right? If they do that, who are they signing? Who are they signing the draft? Who do you think we need in the draft? And in that case, like when the draft comes up, who would they want? Who would they think they would need in the draft, or we would need in the draft?
Well, with that in that $30 million, you can actually re-sign Doris Armstrong.
Yeah,
he's a good player. Yeah,
so it's gonna. But here's again what me and Chris had talked about before is basically we're at this point where we are today is due to the fact that Jerry Jones waited so late to sign Dak. If he would have signed Dak 3 years ago, we wouldn't be in this situation.
And then Ezekiel Elliott, man, he waited. $90 million. He didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
he wasted that. That was a waste. I mean, I knew that from the beginning, man. He was going to be bullshit, man. Like,
but you saw Zeke with those 2 rushing titles, and you saw his workload. His workload was heavy, and it was tough.
Yeah, it was.
But as a running back, it's wear and tear, man. It's that wear and tear, and it's tough. And
running backs don't last long in the league. I heard, anyways. That's tough for them.
Yeah. Here's a question. Well, here's a comment right here, which I think TJ Vasher is already on. He was on the practice squad.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard him.
And they might go that route. They might bring. I mean, he's a big kid, man. He's 6'4", man. This kid is 6'4", man, and he's definitely he's a 50-50 player, man. So
is he wide receiver?
Yeah, he's wide receiver. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what's up. Hey, we got Steve holding on right now. Steve, just hold what you got right now, man. We'll get you in on the hot 5 minutes. So if you can just hold tight, man, and just listen in, and we'll bring you in on the hot 5, okay? Appreciate you tuning in, man. But again, here we are, man. We're trying to figure this thing out with DeMarcus Lawrence and Amari Cooper. And what we had mentioned before, I think we said that, I think even Dallas Cowboy Chris had mentioned it, that, it's probably easier to replace Amari Cooper than it would be Tank Lawrence. Chime in on that, Dallas Cowboy Chris.
Can you please repeat the question?
I know it, man. I'm trying to say that. I know that dude, that Pittsburgh fan is giving you a hard time. But just chime in. How you mentioned once before that it would probably be easier to replace Amari, which I hate to say that. Oh my God.
Yeah. I
know, right?
And the reason I say that because wide receivers, man, you can find them every year in the draft. You can find them every year in the free agency. So if I had to lose one of the two, Tank or Amari, I would choose to lose Amari. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want that to happen. Okay. So
nobody does.
I don't want it. I still think what the Cowboys are going to do, they're going to restructure both of their contracts, okay, and to fit them both in under the cap so they can have more room, okay. They're going to go to him. They're going to go to Zeke. They're going to go to Dak. I know they're just going to absolutely release Tyron. We already know that. So they're going to clear room. They always going to make room. But I prefer that Amari stays here in that star.
Yeah.
Shout out Alex James.
Alex James in the house.
I'm about to say, speaking of Tyron, that's what we need to draft too. Probably another left tackle, man, because he done. I mean,
well, yeah.
Like he be getting hurt and come back. Then he a good player, but it's like he can't stay. He stays hurt. So
I think with Tyron Smith, I think we've talked about it here on the huddle a bit, and we've kind of all came to an agreement that it's time for to replace Tyron, because we don't know how long we have him every season. We don't know how long we were gonna have him. We're gonna have him for 2 games, 3 games. So we've all came to that agreement.
Yeah.
So that's something, man, that we have to think about as well, man. That could be a problem as well. We like I said, we got to figure this thing out. That's where we are. It's just one of those things we got to figure out how we're going to go about doing this. And It's going to be something. It's going to be something. It's something where Will McClay has to step in. So with that being said, guys, I want to show you. I want to run something by you real quick that they said that the fans responded or reacted to the statement that Jimmy Johnson made about Jerry Jones. So can you guys see that? So
yeah, I can see a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just read it out. So it says, no secret, Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones did not see eye to eye. Okay. So we know that. So on a recent episode of The Herd, Jimmy made this statement. He said, Jerry doesn't ever want to admit that he's wrong. So he's going to hang with whoever and try to make it work. I think he really values the talent on the team so much that he feels like McCarthy can be successful and improve, especially with Dan and Quinn. What do you guys thinking about that?
Man, I would say this is it's like they his puppets, man. It's like he sees something in them, like that makes him want to keep them. I don't see that, man. Like the outsiders don't see that though. I mean, I don't know. Jerry Jones to me is, man, he's at his age where, what I'm saying, he don't care, It's like he'll bring back who you want to bring back just because, what I'm saying, they had a good season, whatever. I'm bringing them back,
That's
I like him. We had a good, but he's like I said, he's an age man, what I'm saying, and he gonna do what he do until he die, man. So I mean,
he reminds me so much of Al Davis, man. Yeah. He reminds me so much of Al Davis. Dallas Cowboy Chris, what do you think, man?
Man, with that situation, it is what it is because Jimmy ran the team at the time. Okay, it wasn't. He was on the interview. He also said we never even saw Jerry Jones. He was handling business. Okay, he was in there trying to pay bills to pay back that loan he got to buy the Cowboys. Okay, Jerry Jones became Jerry Jones as soon as Jimmy left. Okay, and he started doing things that GM title. But before then, Jimmy Johnson was the GM. Okay, he the one acquired the players and did everything like that. Now, I'm one of those. I've never blamed Jerry Jones on things because this has always been my motto. I can't make you do anything you don't want to do with your money. Okay, so if Texas born Armando and #1 Cowboy fan Hampton decide that, hey, they're going to go and spend $1 million on the house, I can say, man, what the hell wrong with you? Okay. Yeah. We Cowboy fans, okay, and the only thing we can wish that they would think like the fans sometimes. But Jerry is all about one thing and one thing only. It's about that dollar. Okay. So he says he wants to win Super Bowls. He says he wants to do this. But why you think we the most viewed team in the world, the sexiest stadium in the world other than SoFi right now?
Exactly.
The place up in Frisco at the Star is so sexy because Cowboy fans, he's trying to give them destinations, okay? So they can come to and then they can take pictures and Instagram and TikTok and all that. That's Jerry's thing, is about the money. But as fans, we want the Jerry to be like this. Say, bro, let's get this shit together. Let's get the right people, the right coaches, and let's win football games.
Exactly. Man, see what I think. I like you just said. I'm saying, he about the money. If put about the money, it was about the team. I guarantee we'll go far. We would have been winning far already.
Yeah,
and about that money, man, and that money keeping. I'm saying, us from getting one goal.
I think it was just it's poor decisions that he made, with Dak. He waited so late on Dak, and everybody he pours so much money in one player like he does. But that's neither here nor there. He's the owner, and that's what he does. Hey, Texas boy, man, I'm about to bring somebody else on here.
Oh, all right, man.
I appreciate you, but keep tuning in, man, because I got to bring other guests on, man. I got to get ready to bring B2 Real on. He's one of our hosts, so man, we sure appreciate you, coming through, man.
Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah.
Anytime you got something to say, man, just hit the link, okay?
All right. I know how to do it now, so yeah, all right.
All right, that's what's up. Well, stay tuned now. Stay tuned with us, okay?
All right, man.
All right, appreciate you.
Yep.
All right, that's my man, Texas. Hey, he come up with some good questions, man. I can really appreciate him, man. So let's get some of these questions real quick, man. So we got some questions down here. So here we go. What position should Cowboys start in the draft? Armando, what do you think?
So I've been watching a lot of you know, a lot of the draftees and all that. I think B2 Real sent. Did you guys see that video B2 Real sent us? And so
Yeah.
I've been seeing, and if we're gonna lose Tank, let's get an edge rusher.
Yeah, for sure.
We need a young edge rusher.
Cowboy Chris, what you think, baby?
You already know. But I'm going to tell the audience that hadn't heard me before. I am an offensive lineman by heart. That's what I done. I did. I do it. I love it. We got to get a big boy. I don't care if it's at center, guard, or tackle. The first person off the board for the Cowboys need to be an offensive lineman, because when the Cowboys was dominant, we had a dominant run game. Our run game is trash. We can't block anybody no more. A hole from the center to the whole left side. We need an offensive lineman round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5. I'll stop at 6 and let you get a defensive end, and then we'll go back to another offensive line. Let's go.
Well, I agree with you. It's just my take on it. Personally, watching this line, and I know, you know, Chris, you was offensive line. I just think which we do have some holes to plug. Starting with Connor Williams. We definitely have to start with Connor Williams, and we know he's out of there because he is a free agent. But again, Chris, would you say because of the basic blocking schemes that we have, would that have a lot to do with the offensive line coach? I mean, Joe Philbin. I mean, just our scheme looked like we zone block. No one released to second level. It's just like, I have no idea. It's just like it was. I'm looking at this. It's like, okay, you know what? True enough, we got holes with Connor Williams and Connor McGovern, and you know, with Smith. But at the same time, I was like, I just don't see, you know, what we had before. I mean, what do you think about that?
Look, it's not the scheme, okay? It's, as a former offensive line, I remember my offensive line coach told me this, I'll never forget. He say, if you're lazy, you're going to play lazy. If you got bad feet, you're going to have bad feet on the field, okay? So when you watch our offensive linemen get beat, just go to the San Francisco playoff game. And you even seen Zach Martin get beat. Zach Martin never get beat. He never gets beat. And he was lazy on a bunch of plays. Biotis was lazy. Connor Williams, God bless him. So I'm going to quit dogpiling him. But, man.
No, it's the truth, man. But
it's like this, man. It's like this. If you ain't talented enough, it shows in the NFL, okay? So Connor, which is a good kid, good person, love the kid to death, but he's not talented enough to be a starting offensive line, okay? So Everybody keeps saying Zeke is washed up, Zeke is this. Okay, let's start Tony Pollard. I understand it because it's a visual thing, okay? But as a former offensive lineman and a former offensive coach, all this, okay? It's not the scheme. If everybody's not working in a cohesive motion on offense, because you know the zone step, the zone reads, when you hit the top level, if everybody not in order, it doesn't work. Okay? So just like against the Niners, they only rushed 4 and was getting to our quarterback. They only had 4 linemen, and we couldn't even run the damn ball more than 2 yards because they was shedding blocks like that. It's frustrating because we so used to seeing Zeke hitting the hole, get 5 yards a pop. Sometimes the Zeke didn't break anything over 15 yards the whole season. Think about that. And it was not because of Zeke. It was not because he was ducking and dodging tacklers before he even got to the line of scrimmage. Go back and watch the Niner game. And if anybody can blame Zeke, I'll take it. But you watch every damn play. They were in the backfield before he even got the ball.
So, and that is so true. So you and I think all of us know that the reason a offensive lineman gets called for a holding call is why what is that, Chris?
Lazy. Ooh. You ain't moving your feet. You got to move your feet. Man, we big boys, but I always say the offensive linemen are the most athletic people on the field. Because you got to carry 300 pounds and you got to block somebody 300 pounds in front of you, or you got to block a same boat, the track star on the defensive end. You got to be athletic, okay? And Cowboys, Tyron used to be very athletic. Tyron is not athletic anymore. because he ain't hurt.
Yeah.
Connor Williams, he ain't strong enough. So that's why he gets holding calls. Biotis don't have the intelligence or the strength like Frederick has. That's the problem.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. So here's the next.
Fired up on the offensive
I know
line.
it. I get off that old line because, hey, first of all, let's recognize my man, the 21 Armando 21. Check out that hat, y'all. Come on now.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand.
Give it to Armando. Give it to Armando. Give it to him.
I had to bring it out. I knew it was gonna get a little. He's gonna get a little live today, so I had to bring it.
Hey, G, he ain't play pimping.
No, that's real pimping right there, baby.
Real pimping.
Here's the next comment right here, guys. Question: do you think players such as Dak is at fault along with McCarthy or Jerry Jones the main problem? We'll start with you, Mondo.
Dak, no. Let me tell you something. If we would have had a timeout and Dak would have ran that same play, we would have been calling Dak a hero right now, right?
Okay.
So I just think it's the play calling. Who called the play? Unfortunately, we're still gonna have Kellen Moore on the offensive coordinating. So, and Mike McCarthy, obviously he gives the go ahead, but to me it's like he's gotta bring in the reins already. He's gotta do something. It starts with the coaching.
Yeah.
So I don't think Dak is at fault to blame a lot. That's my take.
What do you think, Chris? And I think Steve got something to say. We got to bring Steve in. Steve over there shaking his head. Go ahead, Chris, and I'm gonna bring Steve in. Let's
all right.
Hold tight, right. Steve. I got you, buddy.
It's very simple for me. Okay. We all know when a ship is sinking, they always say the captain go down with the ship, right? Our captain don't go down with the ship because he let Kellen Moore take all the blame. He calls the plays. Okay.
Hey, it ain't me, coach.
It ain't me. But my whole thing is, man, I know B2 Real brought this up the other day when in the Kansas City game when Mahomes did something, man. Both the offensive coordinator and the head coach, they sitting there and they talking about what we need to do. McCarthy ain't going over there to talk to Dak. When Dak, every time he get off the field, he's on that iPad by himself trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Chris.
Yes.
Bring it down just a little. I understand. We right there with bring it down. I understand. Come on, take a drink. Take a drink, brother.
Take a drink. Take a drink.
He getting fired up tonight, man. He getting fired up. Okay, continue, Chris.
I feel better now, G. Thank you.
Oh, shoot.
But I need my head coach to actually act like a head coach and quit holding the damn laminated play sheet and you don't call shit.
That's it. Just like this.
Now bring my man on so we can talk about something else.
All right, here's my man Steve. Steve, there he is. What's going on, Steve? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's
How
happening,
you doing,
brother?
man?
Hey, I'm glad I got home from work early because I started scrolling on TikTok and I found Chris and your man up there with that gas Cowboys hat.
Well, man, we're sure glad you're here, man.
Hey, I'm a Giants fan, but I'm a football fan. And Chris, I'm a high school football coach and I'm an offensive line coach. I've been one for 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the only problem with the Cowboys is that offensive line. Zeke he's got a good couple more years left in him. Hey, the hardest part about being in the NFL, the hardest position, I don't care what anybody says, is that left tackle. Hey, if you don't have a left tackle, and you can look at any team that's out there, if you don't have that left tackle, guess what? You don't have a running game.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, because all they're going to do, especially nowadays, they're going to exploit that left tackle, and they're going to go after him. And that's all they've done. That's all anybody that beat the Cowboys this year or even came close to beating the Cowboys this year, that's what they did. Left tackle, man. Hey, look it up. Left tackle.
So,
That's
Steve,
it.
let me ask you this. Do you think, like the question asked, do you think players such as Dak is at fault along with McCarthy, or is Jerry Jones the main problem?
Hey, I think Dak's great, man. And I lived like from where I used to live in Dallas while I lived in Arlington, you could throw a stone and hit the stadium. So I think that, and it's ever since Jimmy Johnson left there, Jerry Jones has always been the problem. Jerry Jones has always been the problem, and everybody in the league knows it. Everybody in the league knows it. All the fans know it. Everybody knows it. Hey, and don't get me wrong, I don't think Mike McCarthy's a Dallas Cowboy head coach, right? I think Jerry Jones picked Mike McCarthy because Jerry Jones can pull those strings. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, that's exactly what he can do. Because guess what? A year ago, nobody was even talking to McCarthy. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, nobody was even talking to McCarthy. And then McCarthy's name comes up to the Cowboys. How'd that happen?
Well, you know what? I don't know. Steve, the only thing about it, he was the best thing out there at the time. I mean, he had won a Super Bowl, so you
have a lot of other head coaches that are out in that league. That guess what? Would have looked at the Cowboys job and said, "Hell yeah, I'll go to the."
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're the richest team in the NFL, right?
I believe.
You know,
yeah, for sure.
Hey, and by the way, don't get me wrong. I've been to a couple games at that stadium, and I hate that stadium. and the reason being is because all you do is this.
I know it's hard. It is so hard. It is. I'm a witness to that. I can say you're there. You spend all this money on the stadium, and you're looking at the jumbo screen. Damn, if I can't, I need to look at the game. But you're doing this. Yeah, you're right.
You have to train yourself.
I spent $460 on a ticket. My buddy calls me up and he's like, "Hey man, I got an extra ticket to the Cowboys game. You just got to buy it." And they were playing. I live in Arizona right now, so they were playing the Cardinals. So I said, "Okay, I'll go." So I went to the game, and I'll tell you what, it was the worst $400 I ever spent because I'm telling you, by the time I left, I had to go to the chiropractor because my neck was hurting.
I tell anybody that go to that stadium, you have to train yourself to watch the field.
Or just sit up high.
Yeah.
Sit up high in those nosebleed section where you're eye level with that screen.
Yeah.
And you're good.
Yeah. I don't, and I, when we had the suite, I didn't even pay attention to the jumbotron, and when I do the party pass, I never pay attention to the jumbotron. But every time I sit up high, because it's right there in your face, all you want to do is, I said, man, I could have paid to watch. I got 3 damn TVs on the wall. I could watch this at home. But it's not like the experience in the stands. I mean, because when you surrounded by other fans, and then it's just fun. But Steve, I got a question for you, brother.
Go ahead, man.
Question: what do you think about your new hire, your new head coach? Tell me what you think about it.
Hey, honestly, Gable, he's done well where he's been, but going in New York, man, it's a different animal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just like when you're with the Cowboys. There's not a lot of teams, man. Teams get press and teams get everything, but when you're a Cowboy or a Giants fan,
right,
or even the Rams now, hey man, that's tough. That's tough. I honestly, my pick would have been Flores. Okay. I like him.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
Hey, sure. That the whole Bill Belichick coaching tree, and don't get me wrong, if you really look at it, nobody that's ever come out of Bill Belichick's coaching tree has ever done shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you really look at it, nobody's done anything.
Right.
Not one of the coaches. Joe Judge.
That's pretty good.
Daniel hasn't.
Yeah,
he didn't do anything. The guy who's the defense coordinator that went to the Lions, he didn't do anything. Yeah. Nobody's done anything. But I'll tell you what, man, what Flores did with Miami after starting off 1-7, how in the hell could you fire that man?
Because he wouldn't take
politics.
$1,000 buyouts.
Hey, I've been an owner of a business, and I don't care if I hated the best guy that was on my job. Guess what? He didn't know I hated him.
That's right,
because he was doing the best job. And that's what that man, hey, I don't care. And Tua, they say him and Tua didn't get along. Guess what? Tua's going to be out of the league in 2 years. And I wholeheartedly believe that.
You know, and Steve, I disagree on that, but let me tell you why. Okay, the reason why I think they put Tua in bad situations. Okay,
yeah, that's true.
They put him in bad situations. I think their offensive coordinator didn't have their offense Tua friendly, because that kid at Alabama who came in as a freshman in the national championship game, he showed some heart and some nuts. Okay,
Sure.
The kid that's playing in Miami right now don't look like the same player. I don't know if he's intimidated by the NFL or I believe his coaches are limiting him. Okay, they need to make that offense more Tua friendly. Because he's always dinking and ducking now. He's not throwing the ball downfield like he was doing at Alabama. So that's what Miami fans are upset about, because they saw the two at Alabama that would throw the ball downfield, and he's at Miami. I mean, at Miami, he's just dinking and ducking. Okay, it's like, man, we got athletes out there. Let's throw the ball down the field.
I've studied Alabama, and I've studied Tua's years, and even before him. Hey, do you know what Tua's best pass was when he was at Alabama?
No, I don't.
The seam right down the hash mark.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
That was it. Hey, and this year, the Miami Dolphins threw the seam pass 61 times. That was it.
Right.
61 times. And that was his best pass. And I don't care if you don't have a tight end that can't get open. Guess what? Somebody's going to get open.
Somebody's got to get open.
Somebody's going to get open. Especially going down that seam. If they're playing too high safety, somebody's going to be open.
Yeah. Well, before I let you go, Steve, I just want to say this. I know. So you're a Giants fan, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you guys just hired the new defensive coordinators from the Ravens. Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe so. I haven't. We're getting ready for spring football here, so I haven't really been paying attention much to it. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, I got on TikTok today and saw Chris and I saw Armando there, and I was like, I got to get on with these guys because I
appreciate it.
I like chopping it up. Hey, it don't matter if I'm a Cowboy hater, but I'll tell you what, I still give it to you.
Yeah, hey, that's what we all about, man. It's just like you going to the barbershop. You're going to hear different stories. About different teams. This is what our channel is all about, man. That's why we invite outsiders in. So it's no hate, man. It's all love, man. But
I'd love to come chop it up with y'all again. Hey, y'all have a good time. And hey, I'll tell you what. Hey, I hope the Giants release Saquon and Jerry Jones picks him up. Hey, nobody that had that ankle injury, no running back that's ever had that ankle injury that Saquon had has ever come back from it. Nobody. Not one running back that had the same injury that Saquon Barkley had has ever come back and done anything after that injury.
Steve, Steve, don't curse us like that. We don't want him. Hell, if y'all don't want him.
Real quick, though, Steve, just give me your quick opinion on Daniel Jones.
Oh, garbage. Hot garbage. Hot garbage. Hey, hot garbage.
I need a sip. Hold on. I need a sip.
Hey, hot garbage when he was in college. Like who the hell is gonna pick a quarterback from Duke, man? Come on, man. Hey, that's gotta be the worst. Hey, I wouldn't say the worst pick, but that's one of the worst picks in the past 10 years. Hey, the kid that went from your neck of the woods, Hernandez, the kid from UTEP that everybody thought was going to be the next greatest guard in the world. Hot garbage.
Garbage juice, right?
Yeah, man.
Well, hey, Steve, man, we appreciate you, man. Feel free to stop by anytime, man. This is what we do. We just had a Washington Commander on here matter of fact, Monday. So, hey, our doors are open, man. So, you know.
Next time I'll throw out all my Giants gear for y'all.
All right, Steve, don't send us any.
What's up, fellas?
All right, take care, man.
Shout out Steve.
All right, that's what's up, man. I sure appreciate that, man. That's what we all about, bringing the outsiders in, man. So let's move on to a couple more questions, guys, because everybody got questions. So let me go to this one right here. Let's see. This is a good one here. Watch this here, guys. Y'all ready for this one? Raul said, what should we be worried about is trading kicker? No, we're not going to trade him. We're going to what?
Release him.
No, we ain't gonna release him. We gonna cut him.
We gonna cut him. I'm gonna bring out the big old, you know, those hedge trimmer scissors. The big old, I'm gonna cut those big old hedge trimmer cut.
So let's see. I got another question here, real quick, guys. Let's see
Larry,
here.
what's up, Larry?
All right. So okay, we already talked about that one. So here's a question right here. Anthony asks, can you guys speak on if we need to rebuild the O-line and what to do? Go ahead. Now we're gonna go back to Chris. Go ahead, Armando, because Chris, we back on that O-line.
You already know. Yeah, you know my man down there. Look, he's ready. He's ready.
I know he's
ready to shoot out. But but we definitely need to rebuild that O-line. Our O-line starting with Tyron Smith is busted up already. He's not the Tyron Smith. Ooh, got that vodka too. He's not the Tyron Smith we drafted, but we need to build up that O-line. That's where it starts. We not only do we protect our quarterback, but we get our run back. You know, so definitely rebuild that O-line.
Right, for sure. Okay, come on, Chris. Come on with it. Let us have it.
The question is, can you guys speak on if we need to rebuild the offensive line? What do we do? Yes, we do. That's it.
That's it. Okay. Well, hey, you know, and I agree. There's like we said, we got some loose ends, man. We definitely have to. I mean, I'm still concerned about Tyron Smith. We have to fill that position at was that left guard, Connor Williams, which I say that we need to bring the kid in from Texas A&M. I think Chris agreed with it that what's his name? God Almighty, Texas A&M. His name is Green.
Yeah, Green. Kenyon.
Yeah, I forget his first. Kenyon Green.
Yeah.
Yes. He's a beast. So if you guys want to know, you know, somebody to fill in for Connor Williams, look him up. His name is Kenyon Green out of Texas A&M. But also, you know, got a problem with Tyler Badass. Well, Tyler Weak Ass now. So I just don't think he commands that line like Travis Frederick and Joe Looney. I hate that we didn't bring Joe Looney back.
That was probably the most that upset me more than anything, man.
It really did.
I love Joe Looney because he could play guard or center. Man, they just let him walk. And, you know, he still does some things for the Cowboys also, you know, a little promotional stuff. Man, I would have drug his ass out of retirement.
God almighty, man. You know, and also I'm still a little leery about Leo Collins at that right tackle, man. I mean, is he getting to the point to where, you know, he's falling off? You know, I think our best player is Zach Martin. So, you know, of course,
I'm sorry, G, to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No, let's go ahead.
I would have put Lyle at guard, put Steele at tackle, because Steele actually he improved so much. Okay. And then I think we would have been twice as better. Okay. Because, you know, Lyle is one thing he can do. He is strong and he can run block. Okay. So, but because you remember when Lyle was a rookie, he played that guard. Okay?
He did. That's where he started, right?
He started, and they moved him out to tackle. Okay. But when the season started going the way it went and we were getting beat up so much inside, I would have moved Lyle to guard and put Steele at tackle, and I think we would have been rolling. But they didn't want to do it in the playoffs because it was the last minute thing. But as coaches, that's what I mean about my head coach being a coach. Man, you need to recognize this.
Engage.
As fans, we see it. How can you not see? You can pay millions of dollars to see what we see. So,
right.
You know, it is what it is.
Well, they're going to be too real. Evidently, he wasn't able to get in. Oh, my gosh. Did he just say that?
Hey, I did this for him.
I saw it.
Be too real. I did it for you. Are you ready now?
Yeah. So, yeah, come on, bring him on, man. Let's see what he got to say, man. Hey, if anybody out there wants to come live, this is your opportunity to click on the link. Once you click on the link, they'll take you to StreamYard, and you go over there and access your mic and your camera, and then it'll bring you right in, and then you enter into the studio, and we can bring you on if you got anything to say. So, We have a visitor.
Shout out to my boy Prince. He's low key a Cowboy fan, but
he low key. He low key. So, Mr. Prince, what's going on with you, baby?
I had a few questions. That's all.
Okay, well, we here. I got a whole huddle here that's ready to answer your question, Pittsburgh fan. Did y'all sign Juju Smith yet?
We don't give a shit. Y'all probably sign him.
You probably right. We'll get him cheap. We can get him back there and at $500.
I'm sorry. Because I don't cuss. Why did you ask the question if you knew y'all wanted them?
Well, for $500, yeah, that's a steal.
But you
What's up, man? Talk to us, man. What's on your mind, my man?
Well, my question was, Chris said earlier that the Cowboys
Come on in, Lorraine. Come on in.
The Cowboys draft like really good when they come to receivers, and I said, who since '96?
That question again. Say that again. Make that statement again. I'm sorry.
Who have the Cowboys drafted good since '96, right?
You draft good receivers, and I said who since 1996?
Drafted. I say the CD Lamb will probably be one of them.
Probably. Next question. You can continue. Probably.
I mean, he's still it's still early, but I think
probably might be 5 and 11. Probably.
Say that again.
I probably will be 5'11".
Oh, so you're 5'6", right?
Probably. But anyway, back to the question: who have they drafted since '96 receivers that were good?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you can put him up there, but Dez do have the numbers, man. I mean, he may not have the Super Bowl, but he has the numbers. I mean, you can't say he doesn't have the numbers. I mean, that's just like me asking you guys, who was the last guys you guys drafted that was good?
Well, one is not Steelers talk. So we start there. It's Cowboy talk.
He don't want to talk Steelers talk. He don't want
Yeah, I'm just throwing it back at him. I'm a slang mud too. Because this is my buddy Prince.
We're not on Steelers form. Because your question, I can answer it, but it makes no sense for me to answer it.
Okay, so what's your next question? We're ready.
You never answered my first one. Since '96, who are the great receivers that you drafted? Chris said, y'all drafted good receivers. I'm listening.
You're saying great. I mean, there's not many. Okay, good. I say Dez was one of them. Dez, '96. Dez is one of them.
Since '96, but Chris said you draft good receivers.
Okay, so Michael Irvin was drafted
before '96.
Yeah, he said after '96.
96. You the one said we draft good receivers. I'm like, oh
yeah, but you go all the way back to '96
because you haven't done it. You have not drafted a good one since '96. Dez Bryant, boom, take that. I
can say that. I said, well,
I thought you was being quiet. Thank you. I'm back.
So what's your next question, my man?
Well, we haven't answered the first one.
I just told you, Dez, brother.
Dez Bryant, CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is a hell of a receiver.
It's still early.
He still got it's still early. We all know it's still early. Somebody said Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley, he's still in it.
Y'all still got him?
No, we don't have him no more.
No, only reason we don't have Cole Beasley is due to the fact that he was offered more money, man. That's just where that was, you know.
Did y'all offer Dak more money?
Yeah, with Dak has his contract.
Why'd y'all offer more money?
Because he's our starting quarterback.
So, and if we go back to the receiver you just said, come on, help me out.
Okay.
Cole Beasley. Why do you offer more money?
Well, dude, you know how it works, man. It's a business thing. It's a business thing, man. You can only sign what you can at the time. It's all about what makes sense. We offered him. We did offer him money, but Buffalo offered him what, 19 million.
I think we offered him 18, and he took 19.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He took one more. Yeah.
So he wasn't that good then.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
He was good. Like I said, it was a business move. It's just like.
So when you make in business, when you make a move, you're gonna make a move to make your team win, right?
You have to, yeah.
So he wasn't that good. He wasn't good enough to make your team win.
Okay, next question, player. Yeah. Hell, I mean, come on, man. We run out of time, man. Come on, what you got? Come on, you got to keep this thing going.
That was my first. That was my second question.
Well, come on, what's
You
your
said
next?
you called y'all a fanatic.
We're not sitting in the cave today, so we on a limited time. So what's your next question, man?
What is a fanatic?
A fan.
A fan?
No, that's not true.
Would you tell me to define what a fanatic is?
I'll put my phones in the house now, but I sat right there and did it earlier. Fanatics and fanatics are pretty much delusional. They really are.
Fan is a short word for fanatic, right?
That's not true. Google it. I Googled it. I sat right there and Googled it. Chris watched me. Anyway, so I just wanted to make an appearance. Because this is my thing. I don't know why we're having cowboy talk. What we have the great Cincinnati Bengals.
Chris, please come back. Chris.
Against the great Matt Stafford. That's a lot of stuff to talk about.
Chris, don't nobody want to see that. Everybody wants to see the halftime show. That's it.
He's muted. He's muted. Hey, look.
That is a short word for Cowboy Nation.
No, that's my question.
Hey, let me say this though. My man, I love him to the end of the earth.
So do I.
This is what I deal with every Sunday in football season. We get into arguments about some of the minorest stuff, and then my wife say, "How are y'all friends?" I said, "Because we love to debate. It is a barbershop in the cave."
I do have no more questions.
So no, you ain't got no more questions. You had your time. So he came over on a humble. He didn't even know we was doing this tonight. It was an accident that he showed up. Okay. Because I like to apologize to the whole Cowboy Nation.
Who's really on the head, dog?
If y'all know him, y'all would love him. Hey, Lorraine said, "Come back, Chris." I'm sorry. I like to apologize, but he's actually a really nice dude. He trained me 20 years to do what I do now. So he's actually a good guy, and he's over in the corner. He's on the corner talking, "I got one more question." No more questions. Hey, Gary, I am muting my mic. You go right ahead.
So, okay, with that being said, so let's move on to something real quick, man. And this is something that was posted by Blogging the Boys. And they are saying that there's 5 moves that Cowboys should make before free agency. So I'm going to ask you guys this, and I wanted your opinion on this. So they're mentioning that there's 5 moves that the Cowboys should make before free agency. And one of them is that they have mentioned the re-sign key free agents. Now you tell me, should they or should they not re-sign these individuals? So the first one they mentioned is J-Ron Curse. So do we re-sign him, Mondo, or do we not re-sign J-Ron Curse?
Re-sign.
Safety. Okay. What do you think?
J-Ron Curse, yeah, I like him.
Yeah. And I say the same thing because he's a big guy, man. He has attitude, man, and he's not a punk. And he'll get up in your face. And I think I like him because he has that swag about him. And he matches up real well with tight ends. He's a big kid. So I agree too. So the next one is defensive end, Randy Gregory. Cowboy Chris.
Yes.
Right. So what do you think? What do you think, Mondo?
That's a big yes. That's one of my resigns. Resign is Gregory. Top priority.
Right. So the next one is tight end Dalton Schultz. Armando, what do you think?
I like Schultz, but no. I think we can get a draft just because he's gonna ask for money. He had a good season, and he's gonna want his money. You know, so obviously that's one thing we're trying to eliminate is, you know, with the cap space and all that. So no, don't resign.
Right. Yeah. Marvel says the same thing. Nope, don't sign him. So what do you think, Cowboy Chris?
I say no, and I say no for one reason. He can't block.
Oh my gosh, you're right about that.
Too many people cross his face and get Zeke tackled in the backfield, but y'all gonna blame Zeke. You watch the damn film, Dalton Schultz get bleep all the time on run blocking plays. As a tight end, that's a part of your job. You got to block too. So he's a great catcher, but he come from Stanford. You think a Stanford tight end would know how to block. He can block.
For sure, for sure. Hey, Curse the boy, hold tight, man. I'm going to bring you on just a few minutes. Hold tight real quick. Marvell also said we got Blake Jarwin. We do. You know, he was
Marvell, check out Gary G, check out my boy Trackcock, and he told me this inside scoop earlier. Check out his comment.
Where is it at?
Trackcock.
Okay, yeah, Trackcock said he got some inside scoop. So
this is from Trackcock, and again, it's all credit to him. So I was having a conversation with him early. He actually met Blake Jarwin's uncle. He met him. They started talking. From what Trackcock told me, he pretty much got a sense that Blake Jarwin is pretty much done. He has a hip injury.
Yeah.
Something's not healing right with his hip injury. So he was saying that it looks like he might not even play.
Yeah. You know, and it's what Larry said. We need a tight end that can run out the catch. And now I like Blake. I like Dalton Schultz, and he was a badass. It's catching the ball. But again, I got to go with Chris. As far as his blocking, it was terrible, man. I mean, his blocking was terrible. Let's get through this real quick, and we're gonna get Curse the Boy on real quick. So the next one is wide receiver Cedric Wilson. What do you guys think, Cowboy Chris?
No. the reason I said no, okay. You know, it was some games, you know, people remember the highlights of Cedric Wilson. And I'm one of those guys. I want my players to be very consistent. Y'all remember that game? Cedric Wilson kept dropping passes after passes after passes.
Yeah, that was a time.
The week after that, he dropped pass after pass after pass. And my whole thing is Cedric Wilson is not a consistent receiver. Because I always said, I brought this up last time, if Michael Gallup would have been on that play, that last play that Dak threw, and Cedric Wilson couldn't come up, Michael Gallup would have caught that ball. I need a receiver that's clutch all the time, not some of the time. So no.
Well, listen at this right here. This is what Mikey said from 520. Bobby Bell today on G-Bag Nation said the Cowboys are looking for a wide receiver on the second day in the draft. And that's fine. But man, we're so deep and you know what? It depends on what happens with Amari Cooper, Cedric Wilson, and the rest of the game, Michael Gallup. So it could be possible.
And real quick, G, sorry to interrupt you, but I think that we have to wait for that first domino to fall. We have to wait for that first domino to fall. If we're gonna cut Coop, then we can start aligning everything. Okay, we're gonna keep this guy, but I think once that first domino falls, and in the sense that who gets cut, who gets released, then
it's too early.
It's early right now.
It's kind of early. So here's a question right here. Larry said, release Wilson and re-sign Gallup. I love that.
I'm with you.
I would love to have that. I'm hoping that happens.
But let me ask you guys this: when will Gallup play?
Well, and that's the thing about it.
He'll be ready.
That's the thing about it. Even though he's a free agent, he might play not maybe the first 2 or 3 games. So that's where we might got a leg up on Mike. Look, Mike, we're gonna bring you in. We're gonna give you about $8 million to play the rest of this season. Give you an opportunity to show that you're worthy of this contract. So we might can get him. And I'm just saying $8 million, maybe more. But I would hate to release Amari Cooper and then Michael Gallup get a offer somewhere bigger. Now we left with CD, you know. So now we only got one receiver. So it's like you say, Armando, is still early, but again, we'll just have to see how that works. So let me move on because I want to bring Curse the Boy on because he's gonna be our third hot five. The next person is our punter, Brian Anger. What do you think, Chris?
He's the best in the NFL. Yes.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think, Mondo?
Keep resign, man.
For sure. Man, I'm telling you, when I saw this kid at Oxnard, man, when I saw this guy boot the ball the way he did, I'm like, damn. Man, I didn't know. I said, who in the hell is number 5? You know, I mean, and a few times he done hit the darn jumbotron a few times, if I'm not mistaken. So
shout to my boy Mikey, man, I didn't even know that. So Gallup apparently got his surgery today.
Yeah, at the 5 week, just got and I think we mentioned that last week. You know, they had to wait for that swelling to go down for have that surgery. So, the next person is Doris Armstrong. Do we sign him or do we release him? What do you think, Chris?
He's gone. I think he's gone because that's another position, man, that they're probably going to target in the draft. So, and plus you can also get a 2 technique, 1 technique, 3 technique in free agency too. So unfortunately, I think he's gone. I like him too, but he's also been inconsistent also. Yeah.
What do you think, Mondo?
Keep, Doris Armstrong in that run defense. We need that, man. We definitely need that.
But you got to think about it like this. We only got so much money too.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, go ahead, Mondo.
Oh, and that kind of, that, like I said, we think we all have to wait for that dominoes to start falling, and then you kind of see, okay, we can keep this guy, we can't keep this guy, but it's early.
And I agree with Marvell, what Marvell just said, and that's why I say it depends on what happened with Tank Lawrence.
Yeah.
If you're gonna release Tank, you got to keep Lawrence. He knows the scheme, he knows what we're doing. So, and you can, like he said, Marvell said, we can probably get him for cheap. So instead of the 2 that we keep, he'll be one of the 5 that we sign with the $30 million. So that's just what I think. But again, we're making these assumptions at such an early stage, because we don't know right now. But it's just what they're saying that Blogging the Boys saying is these are moves that we need to make. So, it's still early. So let's bring up our guy on real quick, Curse the Boy, see what he got to say. Come on in here, man. Talk to us. Curse the Boy, what's happening?
What's up, Curse?
Yo, what's up, Armando?
Hey,
and I can tell he's a Cowboy fan. What's up with it?
Yeah, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Man, we great, man. We great. Glad to have you aboard, man. What you got on your mind tonight?
I don't know. I'm very stressful for this season, because I felt like last season was really our only chance to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This season is just like, I don't know. Because we just have too many contracts to sign. So many people might leave. It's just like, I don't know. It just might be one of those seasons where we just tank,
Yeah,
for sure. It might be a bumpy season, man, but one thing is we gotta have faith that we're gonna run it back. I'm hoping, better, not just the one and done. But like I tell everybody, hey, we gotta have faith. We gotta have faith that our boys are gonna pull it out.
Yeah, we just gotta hope, I don't know.
I'm like, no. You are so correct on that, Curse the Boy, because man, I said the same thing you're saying. I am so frustrated because I said we have to win now. Yeah. This was the season we had to win. You do not have. Let me name them off: Dalton Schultz, CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, Dak, Zeke. These guys are weapons. You don't have that many weapons on your offensive side of the ball and not produce. You don't have the defense that we had in place that ranked in the top 5 and not produce. So, yeah, I'm just like you. This might not have never happen again. Like Curse the Boy said, this might not never happen again because this was our opportunity. It's not about tomorrow. And it's not about what we did last year. We needed to win now. Now, don't be surprised. We finished this year 9-8.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, our schedule is fairly easy though.
Well, I'm not as deterred as Kurt the Boy. The reason why is because every season is different. I know we're gonna lose a lot of players, but every team is gonna lose a lot of players. You turn over 25% of your roster every year. Okay, that's a part of it. So basically, if your core is strong, I think you will be strong. I think our situation is more our coaching staff. Okay, if our coaching staff get off their butt and do what they supposed to, I think they can get whoever we bring in to buy into our system, and we just keep rolling because it's just what it is, man. That's why we have a draft every year. It's going to be turnovers. Okay, there's nothing we can do. All we can do is put people in the right situation and keep moving.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Trackhawk says, hopefully our coaching staff bucks up. Hey man, it's I hate to say this, but it's shit to get off the pot now, man. That's where we are. Yeah. I mean, and I don't know if this is what Jerry's doing, is trying to put him in a position. Okay, if you're gonna do it, do it. If you're not, I'm going to get, and we can always keep talking about this. Sean Payton. Damn, I don't know why we keep talking about Sean Payton, but you know, that's look like where we are. Like Jerry's giving him another opportunity because we're running it back with the same coaching staff. Mm-hmm. We're doing the same thing, but hopefully they're expecting different results. So we bring in this receiver coach to help our offensive coordinator. What? Just fire the damn offensive coordinator. How you going to bring the offensive coordinator in some help? Let me calm. Let me just get a drink. Let me calm down.
I would have loved to got Mike McDaniels instead.
So, well, it's too late. Miami got him. Hell, we couldn't even give our offensive coordinator away. Oh my gosh.
Please don't get Gary started on our offensive coordinator.
Yeah. We all have a touchy point in this. So what do you think? First the boy, what do you think? I mean, what is your expectations, man?
On the coaching staff?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I just hope this year's different, especially with Kellen Moore. Some of his play calling was a little suspect, especially when we went against good defenses. He ran a lot of screenplays, which made no sense, like on 3rd and 10. I don't know. Dan Quinn was an amazing addition to our coaching staff, though. He really helped our defense a lot. We went from the worst defense in the league statistically to one of the best.
Yeah, in one season.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever happened before.
Wait a minute, and right here, and this is what Trackhawk said. So let's talk about this real quick. Clean up the penalties and fundamental. Who's responsible, Chris?
Head coach.
Say that again.
The head coach.
Can you say that one more time?
The head coach.
Curse the boy. What do you think?
Probably head coach. That's what I think.
Mondo.
Start at the top. Discipline. We need it. If you don't have the discipline to discipline your players, to be disciplined on the field, that's where it starts, coach.
And so, this is what I always felt. I said there was a disconnect between the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the quarterback. To me, it seemed like there was a disconnect. It's like Mike McCarthy didn't get engaged on the sideline when things were going wrong. He sat there with an offensive playbook in his hand, but never opened it up. Never made changes. We went a whole season last year. We watched Mike Nolan just destroy our defense without Mike McCarthy saying a word. So I don't know. It just, again, with the penalties and the fundamentals, again, I say the same thing. It starts with the head coach. So that's where we are with that. So, but so let me ask you this here, Curse the boy, and I'm gonna let you go. I'm not gonna hold you too long.
No,
but so in the draft, what are you looking for with the first pick?
Cornerback. I think we lack in cornerback space. I think Anthony Brown was a huge part of that, especially during that Raiders game. Cost us a lot of yards. I think we could have won that game, honestly, if we didn't have Anthony Brown. Trayvon Diggs is good, but I think I don't know. He gets burned a lot, and hopefully kind of, gets better with that. But I wouldn't rely on him on like 1 minute left, and they just got to push 50 yards. I think NFL teams actually target him more than Anthony Brown because they know he gets burnt a lot easier.
And that's so odd that he gets burnt. I mean, he ends up with 11 interceptions, but he gives up the most yards.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know what it is. Sometimes he can lock somebody down, and in other games he gets burnt for like 50 yards. It's just crazy. I don't know how that works.
Yeah. Well, hey, Curtis the boy, man, we sure appreciate you stopping by, man.
No,
it's a great honor to have you on here, man. And whenever you feel the need to, you got something to say, we don't have no problem bringing anybody on. So, make it your business. Come on whenever you feel
thank
like.
You guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Okay. That's what's up.
Peace out, guys.
All right. Take care now, for sure, man. We appreciate that. Okay, Mikey, if you want to come on, you better come on, buddy.
Let's go, Mikey. Let's go.
So we're going a little bit over. So Marvell said we had no debt. We didn't. I mean, it's oh my gosh, it's so much we got to fix, guys.
Yeah,
it's like you're driving you take your car to the shop. They change the spark plug, but they didn't change your racket and pinion. They didn't change your tie rods. You still got shock problem, but they changed the spark plug. So we got to get to the details and fix what's broke, man. So yeah, that's definitely a problem. That's definitely a problem. So we're gonna wait on Mikey. Mikey got something to say. I think he's gonna come on real quick. But again, man, I just felt that there was a disconnect between the three, and I don't know. I'm a little concerned about this year. What do you think, Armando?
It's tough, man. It's gonna be. I'm on the same boat. I'm concerned. I'm waiting. I'm honestly waiting. Shout out to Cowboy Chris. I'm
just stop it. Hey, okay.
Mikey said something. But I'm waiting for that first domino effect to fall. That first domino piece to fall, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, so we let so and so go. Okay, so but we kept this guy. Then you kind of like you're gonna have a feel for it. But right now I'm kind of like, man, it's gonna be tough. We got all these free agents. Obviously we're gonna draft, but are we gonna hit? Are we gonna miss in the draft? So it's a little bit worried.
Yeah, what do you think, Cowboy Chris?
Man, I'm really excited about the draft this year, man, because we're gonna see what the scouting department is made of this year. Okay, like Armando said on Monday, man, we struck gold with Michael Parsons. We need to strike gold in 3 straight rounds. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think our scouting department normally, Will McClay has been doing an excellent job, and we just need to keep doing that. Okay. Now I do trust our scouting department. Okay. Because you think about it. Well, we drafted 7 last year, and 5 of the 7 played in at least 1 game. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I think I do trust our scouting department. So
yeah, for sure. We got the talent. Yeah.
Even if we don't go offensive line first round, and that would totally kill me. But if they
you and I both.
If they see something, just say if they get a one of those dominant linebackers from either Georgia or Alabama, okay, I can live with that because I can see that because we also need a start middle linebacker.
For sure.
Okay, so I can see that, but we gotta improve the offensive line.
Yeah. Real quick,
that Chris Lee guy, whoever's coming, man, he's brilliant.
Oh, stop it! That's yeah. So, Fossil must be the assistant. Now I'm gonna tell you something about Fossil, man. Fossil, he is one Bone Fossil. That's his name, man. One thing about it, he lets his nuts hang, man. I'm telling you, the guy. I mean, he feels that his special team is part of the team. So when he finds himself in a situation, he's going to do certain things in order to make something happen. So I don't take it from him, but they did shut him down because they thought he did too much. Because there was one play where we tried to block the punt, we ran into the kicker, and they just shut him down. But special team is just as important as the offense and defense. What do you think about that, Mondo?
Specialty. You saw all the plays we had in special teams. We had big plays this season, man. And so I think there was an episode on what was it, the sounds from the sideline where you saw the defense getting into it with the special teams, or the offense with the special teams and the defense. Like, okay, because they had some great plays, so they were saying, okay, so is special teams considered defense? Because they had that bet going, who scored more.
Yeah, I remember that. Right. That's what's up. Yeah, and they said, "No, we're up. No, special teams did that, but special team is defense, right?"
Yeah.
Hey, let's bring our man in, Mike at 520 AZ Gardo. What's up, baby?
Hey, But hey, first of all, what's going on with Chris? Are you drinking some Cavassier? He's over there just sipping, man.
He brought out the heavy stuff today.
Hey, look at this one here. Look at that one.
All alligator. He looks like. Oh man, good for you. Good for you.
I mean, look, he's talking about hire Chris. Oh my gosh, he's on one tonight.
Well, you know what you were talking about with the kid or what we need? We got the cornerback on. We drafted him. Boss Man Fat sat down for most of the year, so it's time to let that Anthony Brown go. Let him go. Let the ball drop in the slot, and let Boss Man Fat see what he's about, man. The cool thing that we missed from the Jimmy Johnson days. Jimmy Johnson played his young players, and we got to. If we drafted these guys, we drafted 2 cornerbacks in our top 3 picks last year. Yep. Those quarterbacks got to play. They can't just be sitting there, right? And Boss Man Fat, they got to play. So if we're looking for money to not have or to use, I'm sorry, Anthony Brown, you're a part of that. The 16 draft class, one of the best draft classes in Cowboys history. But it's time to say goodbye to you. And he did good. He did good. He went with the majority of the season without a penalty until that Raider game debacle, which really was messed up on him, considering how much clout you got from Diggs on the other side. Yeah, it's messed up. But at the same time, that's money that we could use giving Randy Gregory.
For sure. I agree. What do you think, Armando?
Exactly. I definitely agree with, we have him there. Why are we just gonna leave him sitting? We gotta use him, so save that money, give it to Gregory, Anthony Brown, thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah. Chris, what do you think, brother?
Well, I don't appreciate you guys picking on Anthony Brown. The offensive of the other teams did it enough. Okay. So you guys quit picking on Anthony Brown, but 520, man, you are totally correct. Okay, because it's frustrating when you see that we drafted these cornerbacks. Okay, let them play the whole preseason, and you saw that they had talent, right? Yeah. And you thinking, okay, these kids are going to get on the field. And then all of a sudden, we didn't see him. And I was just like, well, what was the purpose of even drafting them and playing them? The entire preseason. Man, I was like, okay, man, these kids are ready to play. I thought Brown wasn't even going to make the team. Okay?
Yeah.
Because of how they played in the preseason. But then they buried them on the bench. Sometimes they wasn't even active for the game. And I was just like, come on, man, that's just ridiculous. This season, I think you'll see him on the field. But then you also forget about, man, my linebacker who got hurt from LSU. I'm drawing a blank on
Jabril Cox.
Jabril. I love Jabril, okay?
I loved him.
Jabril going to be an outside linebacker. They're going to draft the middle linebacker with Micah Parsons. We're going to have the fastest linebacker in the league. Mark my words.
I see it. I see it. That's what I say.
Cowboy Chris, the mock drafts are looking at the Cowboys getting that Iowa center and the 24th pick. And he's the best center on the board. So
have y'all seen his film, man? His reach blocks are some of the most amazing blocks I've ever seen as a center. When you snapping the ball and you can reach to a 3 technique, for y'all who don't know who a 3 technique is, as a defensive tackle on the outside shoulder of the guard. And when you block to get a 3 technique.
I was a 3 technique.
With ease. I was like, we don't have no athletic guard or center that can reach that far and still make the block. I love the kid, man. I love him. I've been watching film on him for 2 weeks.
No, yeah. I don't know if you guys watch it, man. Watch the draft show. The Cowboys draft show is fire. Like, it's one of the best national draft shows. Brian Broaddus is my dog. Dane Brugler is my dog. Like, you get perspective not just on Cowboy picks, but on every pick. That 5 years down the line since I've been watching that, I already know the players on other teams, that what school they went to and everything. Of course, I watch college football, but it's hard to watch every college game. If you guys, we're on the draft track, so I suggest watching the draft show. The Cowboys draft show is actually one of the best in the country, actually.
So it's called the Cowboys draft show.
Yeah, it's on the app. The Cowboys actually produce it. It's with
okay.
they actually produce it, but it's actually they do they do veer it to the Cowboys, but they give you a good insight on every player, everybody available. The Pro Bowl was this weekend, but the Senior Bowl was also this weekend. I don't know if you guys caught the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
We're on the Senior Bowl track, and then the Army game. Like, there's different all-star senior games that are going to be happening that we're going to have to be looking at. Especially if there was a time we needed a line, this draft is lineman heavy, and that's a godsend for us. Will McClay, our personnel is not getting personnel is not a problem. It's our coaching, period. That Tomahawk guy or whatever, he was on the money. Penalties are on coaching, period.
Right, for sure. That's so true. I agree with that, man. And I agree with you as well, man. I mean, there should be a great class for linemen. Personally, I'm looking at Kenyon Green to fill in for Connor Williams, because Connor Williams, he's definitely out of there. I mean,
he's gone. He's gone.
I like the kid, but if we go get Lindenbaum, that's fine too. But we got to make sure. So let me ask you this. Mikey. So do you get the best player available at 24, or do you stick to the plan of what your need is?
Getting best player available has helped us out this last couple of years. Without getting best player, we probably don't have CD. And if we didn't have CD, Amari Cooper would be losing Amari would be a bigger urgency, which I don't think we're going to lose Amari at all. I don't think so at all. But I would stick to this year. The best player available. Oh man, we need a line. We need our line. What we built in 2014 with Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, and Travis Frederick. We need to go back to that formula and not forget who we were. And what DeMarco Murray did and what Zeke did was a beautiful thing. Those teams were Super Bowl teams, just like that kid said earlier. Maybe he's a kid, and that's why I said every year's a stress, son. And I didn't mean it in disrespect. No, but we've had some years where, as much as this year hurt, 2014 hurt, 2016 hurt. So and our lines were way better in those years, and we need to build from our line. And just being a big boy, a part of the big boy coalition. I know Chris is part of that too. The footballs wanted the trenches, and our weakest, or move Lyell to guard.
Yeah, and find your tackle. Yeah.
And put Steele at tackle, and then find that center, because if Jumbo Joe wasn't, I remember Jumbo Joe Looney's last real block was that screenplay against the Commanders.
For sure. He took it to the house.
Oh man, and I know Jumbo had one more year, but we just need to find that center again. We haven't been the same since we lost Travis.
Yeah, for sure. That's so true, man. And again, but now when you talk about 2014, 2016, you have to remember who our offensive coordinator was at the time, and he was strictly about running the ball first. This is how Zeke got his titles, because he's going to smash you in the mouth with running the ball, and that was Scott Linehan. Scott Linehan believed in running that damn ball, and then we're going to open up the pass game. So now we have Boy Wonder believes in the 5 wide, go deep, and then we'll run. So there's a difference. I know it. It hurts.
I love y'all, man. I love y'all so much.
So we're on the same page, man. We're on the same page. But again, it was Scott Linehan that basically made Dak to who he was, and Zeke, because he ran the ball so viciously to where it opened up the pass game to where they could not put 9 guys in the box, or 8 guys, or 7 guys in the box. So they had to respect the passing game and the run game. Now it's like, you know what? We'll just let Zeke run. We'll beat him with 4, and we'll drop back in the pass. And Denver was the team that came up with the blueprint, cover 2. So
boom. That was an ugly game. No, dude, even Randall would get untouched, and boom, and that's what we missed We miss those trap plays. If we're gonna run it with 3 wide receivers, they would trap with the tight end at least, and that's where we need a better tight end to block. Schultz is not a great blocker, but Jarwin's worse. So we gave money to Jarwin, so we're stuck with Jarwin. We gave money to Jarwin 2 years ago, and he hasn't been the same player since he's got hurt. So that's the conundrum with our tight end. But
sure.
And this is where we're at. We're swimming in obscurity until our life passes us by, and it's summertime, and before we know it, we're a little bit grayer, and we're stuck to our football season once again. And this is the life of a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Damn! Oh my gosh! Don't say that. Oh my
God! I know, but you know what? It's a good life because God is good.
All the time, brother. So yeah, man. Hey, that's a lot, man. I appreciate that. Hey, so real quick. So do you guys think is Jerry, as far as his spending his money, does he tie too much money into one player? Do y'all think? I mean, what do you think, Chris?
Yeah, you know, Jerry has always had his favorites. Okay, back from Michael Irvin to Dez. You know, he has favorites, and sometimes he let his favorites blind him in his GM job. So we pay people too early. You know, I still don't fault people, players for making their money, okay, because that's their livelihood. They know that their livelihood in the NFL is not going to be long, okay. Mm-hmm. But Jerry, as a GM, you got to have a cold heart, okay. Jerry make friends with his players. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem, because when Jerry make friends, it becomes personal then, and then he don't want to make the tough decisions. Okay, he's going to have to make a tough decision on Tyron. Okay, you got to cut him. You have no choice. Okay,
I don't know. Can we cut Tyron? That's a lot of money.
You have no choice. Okay, because Tyron plays 8 games a season. We need Tyron to play 16 games a season, but he's not possible anymore. That's not going to happen. Possible. So when Jerry falls in love with players and then he gives them all this money, and I never fault a player for getting his money. Get all the bag you can get. But Jerry, he falls in love, and then it hurts us in the end.
Yep. So let me ask you this, Armando. So what do you do at the 24th pick? Do you get the best player available, or do you stick to the game plan of getting your need?
Just like Mikey said, it's worked for us so far, getting the best player. So I would get the best player available. Get the best player available, and whoever that is, you know, we got Micah, we got CD. You know, it's worked out. You know you know, so we get the best player available.
Yeah. So and like I said, we like Armando said earlier, it's all about when the dominoes fall, man. Where they fall, that's how we can make a decision. But I really, and I'm with Chris on this. Hopefully, we can keep, and same thing with Mikey, that we can keep D. Lawrence and Amari Cooper and hash something out. But that's $30 million. You can keep the 2, or you can sign 5 other players. So that's basically where we are with this $30 million in salary cap. So we'll see how that works. We don't know. But that's where we are, man. Like Mikey said, the life of a Dallas Cowboy fan. That's what it's all about, man. Damn. So, hey, man, we're going to get ready to end this thing, guys. Y'all got any last words y'all want to say before we head on out?
Super Bowl score. The score, Super Bowl. What you got for the Super Bowl? What you got? We're a football show. What you guys got?
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Bengals, and I'm gonna go with the Simpsons prediction, 34-31. Did you guys know this? Did you know the Simpsons predicted it?
Yeah,
I heard that. Yeah, they showed it, man.
34-31.
Don't tell everybody, because I want to bet somebody. Don't tell everybody. That's a big bet. Because Simpsons never wrong, man. What you got, Chris?
All right. First of all, my condolences to you, Mikey. I heard about your loss in your family, man. My condolences to you, man.
I appreciate it.
I'm praying for you, bro. All right. My prediction, man, and I hate this because for some reason I think Cincy's going to win it, but I can't go against my Texas boy. I got the Rams 28, Bengals 27.
Whoa. Hey, you want us not to go to work on Monday, huh?
We ain't going anyway. We ain't gonna go anyway.
All right. I'll go. Then let the host finish. I got the Bengals 27-24.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm kind of man stuck between the two because when the Bengals played the Titans, man, they allowed that dude to get sacked 9 times. Yeah. And I'm sure the Rams, the Rams got a hell of a front line. They got a hell of with Von Miller, and they got Aaron Donald, and you got Ashawn Robinson. So I know they're going to come after the youngster. But at the same time, my mind is telling me Cincinnati, but I'm going to go ahead and go with the Rams. I'm going to go with the Rams, and I'm going to say 27-21 Rams. Damn.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, since we won't be there. So, hey, man, it is what it is. So, hey, man, we just want to thank everybody for stopping through, man. Marvell, we appreciate you. Felicia Colley, we appreciate you. Larry, appreciate you. Lorraine, you were supposed to have came on tonight, but we'll get you next time. Lakey, we got Lakey coming here. We got Kurtz, the boy, came through here. Mikey, as always come through for us. Who else we got here? Yeah, so Track House, my man. Yeah, he's another one. That's my dude, man. Appreciate you. So,
Texas boy.
Yeah, and Larry Glaspie, man. We appreciate and Steve and all those that came in, Texas boy, all you guys, man. Like I say, we just fanatics that come together and talk about our Cowboys, man. So you guys stay tuned. We'll come up with the latest news and rumors to come. So y'all stay tuned and be ready. We're gonna go live on Monday Madness. So y'all stay tuned. And like I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen.
Jerry Jones.
Deuces.